What's going on, guys? Michael Young with Forever Young Fitness. Today we're going to be talking about something very, very important, especially if you're going to be training. Nutrition. Nutrition is a huge part of the process. Whether you want to get stronger, whether you want to get bigger as far as size, or you want to condense that size, maybe to a cut or to something that you're more comfortable with. What you're eating is obviously going to influence how you're going to look. So nutrition is definitely a very important factor as far as fitness, health, and wealth goes. So without further ado, let's get right into it. What is nutrition? I'm gonna give you the 101s on it right now, okay? Calories. Everybody knows what calories are. Oh, this little candy bar has 300 calories. Oh, this soda only has 1,000 calories. Oh, this piece of pie has 1,700 calories. Oh my God, calories. What are calories? Calories are the makeup of proteins, fats, and carbs, okay? Also known as macronutrients. I'm gonna give you guys a little terminology as well, because what point is it for me to be on YouTube making videos and trying to inspire and influence and help people at the end of the day if I'm not teaching you, okay? It's very important. So in this video, my mission is to show you how to find your calories, aka proteins, fats, and carbs, aka your macronutrients, in 4 easy steps. Okay, I'm going to use my body weight as an example. If you would like to, do not hesitate to take out a piece of paper, replace this number, this 205, because this is my body weight. Go ahead and replace that with your body weight, get a calculator out, and we can do this together. Step 1. BMR, also known as basal metabolic rate. This is the amount of calories your body needs at rest. So if you're sitting down all day like this, or you're laying down in bed all day, or you're just lazy and you're not doing nothing all day, this is going to be how many calories your body needs to function. So again, going right to the board, using my body weight of 205 pounds, we're going to multiply that by 9. 9 is going to act as a coefficient. I get, what is a 9? What is a 9? What is a 9? You're going to take a 6 and you're going to flip that upside down. That's a 9 now. Shout out to Drake. I like Drake. We're going to take that number, we're going to multiply 205 pounds by 9. Our coefficient, that's going to give us 1,845 calories. Obviously, we're not just laying in bed, we're not just sitting down. I'm not going to be here all day, I got things to do. So we're going to have to put some activity towards that. That brings us to step 2. Total daily energy expenditure, okay? What the hell is that? We talked about your resting caloric intake, how much your body needs at rest. I know you guys are busy out there. I know you guys are hustling and grinding. So we're gonna have to put some activity under that. You guys might have heard the acronym for it, TD. What we're gonna do, real simple. We're gonna take that BMR right here, 1,845 calories. We're gonna multiply it from a range of 1.3 being a low activity rate to 2.3 being a high activity rate. A low activity rate would be someone working at a desk job, someone not doing too much, someone typing away, maybe going to the break room at lunch, to have their sandwich or whatever they had, whatever they got. I don't know what they're eating at the break room, at lunchtime, at a desk job, maybe pizza. I don't know, but it's gonna be somewhere around that rate. 2.3, you might be a construction worker, you might be a UFC fighter, I was gonna say wrestler, but fighter. You might be a firefighter, you might be a personal trainer, but that's going to indicate a high activity rate. So what I like to do is, nothing is a sure shot, and I find it best to just create some data over the course of 3 days to figure out what works for you. Everybody's body is going to be a little bit different, and it's going to react a little bit different depending on their environment. So what I use is, again, it's going to be a coefficient, just a number to get us from a means to an end. I'm going to use the number 1.8, just right in the middle. Let's keep it simple. When we do that math, we're gonna get 3,221 calories. So now you're like, okay, 3,221 calories. I just go out and eat that many calories and that's it? Not exactly. Depending on what the makeup of those calories are, and what I mean by that, going back to what we mentioned from the top, proteins, fats, and carbs, calories, aka macronutrients, your body composition is gonna look different if your diet is full of fats, full of carbs, low on protein. Okay, so it's very important to understand this next step. That brings us to step 3. Caloric split. We gotta divvy these calories up. We can't just be eating all fat or else we're gonna look like elephants. So we gotta make sure we split this up correctly. One common split, very common as far as weight training and just a healthy diet goes, is the 50, 30, 20. So what's the 50, 30, 20? Well, I'm gonna show you right here. I've created this beautiful pie chart sexy ass pie chart. Took me not that long to make. The nutrition took a hell of a long time. It's hard to do a block in. Try a block in and then get back to me. Let me know how hard that shit is. Go into this pie chart. We have our TD, how many calories our body needs, depending on our lifestyle, whether we're working at that desk job or we're doing construction. 50% of this TD is going to be carbs, 30% of this TD is going to be protein, and the last 20% of this TD is going to be fats. What we're going to do is just do some simple math. We're going to put the TD all the way down here. We're going to take 30% of it, we're going to take 20% of it, we're going to take 50% of it. It's plain and simple. Get your paper out, write this down. I'm telling you, this is foolproof. So when we do this math, for the protein, we got 996 calories. For the fats, we have 664 calories, and for the carbohydrates, we got 1,660 calories. It would be difficult to just go out and eat 996 calories of protein because there's an easier way to do it. So basically what we're gonna do is convert our calories to grams. How many grams of protein do we want? How many grams of carbs do we want? How many grams of fat do we want? Coming up to here, I have the simple grams to calories conversion, or in other words, calories to grams. 1 gram of protein equals 4 calories. 1 gram of fat equals 9 calories.
You're gonna take a 6 and you're gonna flip it upside down. That's a 9 now.
1 gram of carbs also equals 4 calories. So you can tell that fat will influence a diet a lot easier because it's more than double the amount of calories proteins and carbs have. So just keep that in mind. Knowing that, all we have to do is some basic math and then we're home free. That brings us to step 4. From calories to macros, proteins, fats, and carbs. Remember what macros are. Macros are proteins, fats, and carbs. Proteins, fats, and carbs are calories, okay? Don't get it twisted. So all we're gonna do right here, easy conversion. Proteins are gonna equal 996. We're gonna divide that by 4 because we know from our little grams to calories conversion, it's gonna equal 250 grams of protein. With fat, we're gonna bring our number from fats up here, down here, 664 divided by 9.
You're gonna take a 6 and you're gonna flip it upside down. That's a 9 now.
Okay, going back to up here, relating here, equals 74 grams of fat. Last but not least, carbohydrates divided by 4. That's gonna be 415 grams. This is gonna be your caloric maintenance. Caloric maintenance meaning what I said from the get-go. If you're trying to maintain your weight, if you weigh 205 pounds, this is gonna be your macros for how you need to maintain that weight. Everybody's body is gonna react a little bit differently depending on their work schedule and their lifestyle. So 3 major keys you want to make sure you have in mind. You want to weigh in daily to check progress. I know mostly women, I don't want to check my weight. Well, you got to check your weight. For example, when you're shooting a basketball or you're throwing a football to someone running out, are you going to close your eyes and throw that ball to them? No. Why are you not going to do that? Because you don't know if you're going to hit it, you don't know if you're going to make the shot, or you don't know if you're going to complete the pass. So what would be the sense in doing this and not tracking your weight? Because if you don't track your weight, then you don't know if this method works for you, okay? So that's the number 1 major important thing. You want to always track your weight daily, at least for the first 3 days, to kind of get a sense of if this is working. If it is, then great, we got good numbers. If not, then we got to do some different calculations and maybe lower or raise the numbers depending on how your weight is expressing and how your body is resembling. Key number 2, track calories daily. A lot of people say they track their calories, but you know, they miss a food item here, or they forgot to put in their lunch, or they didn't put that extra sauce, you know, that they put on that whatever, that hamburger or whatever they're eating. It's really important that you track that data, and the data is to the T, because the further off it is, the harder it's going to be to know if this process again is working for you. Last but not least, the most important thing, and this is just overall in life, be consistent. If you do this one day, you don't do it the second day, you do it the third and fourth, then you don't do it the fifth and sixth, and then Sunday you do it, your weight's gonna be like this. You know why? Because your tracking was like this. So you gotta make sure that when you're doing this, you're consistent, and it's not hard. You know, if you want something, just go and get it. This is a method that works for me, it works for all my clients, and like I just said, if you really want to have something, you know, whether it's, you know, the body you desire or the job you desire, just go out and get it. Just go out and do it. Find the necessary steps. Bam, go hit it. Last but not least, you guys might be saying, well, Mike, you know, I don't want to maintain my weight. I'm trying to cut. Or, you know, Mike, I'm trying to bulk up. Well, this is the easiest way to do it. For a cut, you're gonna subtract 200 to 500 calories from caloric maintenance. Okay, that's that 3,221 calories that your body needs to operate with the activity level considering your job and your lifestyle. For bulk, you're gonna do the opposite. I know this works. I guarantee this works. If you are not seeing results, then it's one of these 3 keys that aren't in check. Weigh in daily to check your progress. Again, you want to track your macros, your proteins, fats, and carbs, your calories daily, and you want to be consistent. When you have those 3 keys locked in, only gonna win. You cannot lose. I promise you, you cannot lose. If you have these 3, or you think you have these 3 keys in check and you're still not winning, then you just need to contact me and we need to get something going on for you. Figure out what kind of activity level you really have, and maybe there's something going on in here with the math. But that's it, guys. That's it. I'm finally glad I have this out. This information is so vital to any progress you want to make, whether you live a fitness lifestyle or you don't. Maybe you just want to feel good. Maybe you just want to eat the right amount of calories towards whatever goal that you sought out for yourself, but you're not really big on fitness. It's okay. Nutrition is important whether you are in fitness or not. If you work a demanding job, you still need to be able to perform at that demanding job. Sure, you may not be lifting weights, but lifting all that lumber, lifting all those bolts, them books, typing, you're gonna need energy to do that at the end of the day. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely give it a thumbs up if you liked it and you find this useful. Definitely share this to a friend, family member, anyone, if you find that this would be useful for them. And subscribe to the channel. This is just, we're just hitting the crust, baby. We're just hitting the crust. We haven't even gotten to the mantle yet. Thanks for watching, guys. Go out there, start tracking, start developing the body, developing the nutritional habits that you want to develop. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.